Hey everybody, it's the Raleigh Realty Mom, Heather Taylor Petrovich, and today we're going to talk about another of my favorite subdivisions here in Apex, North Carolina, and that is Abbington. I'm going to start off with a general overview of Abbington, and then we're going to interview a few people who live there and see how they like it. Let's get started. Okay, first of all, let's discuss location. Abington is located in the northwest part of Apex, just off of Highway 64, so close to everything that you're going to want to do. It's close to shopping, it is close to parks. Beaver Creek shopping area is just 1 mile away. That includes Target and Dick's Sporting Goods, Chick-fil-A, Chili's, things of that nature. It is just 4 miles from historic downtown Apex, which, as we all know, is the cutest little downtown ever. If you're looking to hang out at some of Apex's premier parks, good news, Abbington is close to two of my favorites. Just 3 miles away, you'll find the Apex Nature Park. That is a fairly new 160-acre park with pretty much everything you could ever want in a park. It's got playground, tennis courts, athletic fields, picnic shelters, sand volleyball, disc golf, a dog park, and walking trails. And then just 1 mile from Abbington, you'll find Kelly Road Park, also an amazing park, huge play structures, bigger kids section, little kids section, softball fields, tennis courts, and a trailhead for the Beaver Creek Greenway. Just a little further down the road, about 10 minutes west, you will find Jordan Lake, where you can do some boating or kayaking, camping, other recreational activities such as those. And if you're looking to get more downtown Raleigh is just a 25-minute drive. So the location of Abbington is fabulous. Now let's talk about the homes within the Abbington community. There are 443 homes in Abbington. Abbington is separated into two sections, General Abbington and then Stratford to Abbington. Stratford to Abbington is where you're going to find the larger homes. So within the entire community, homes can be anywhere from 2,200 square feet to up over 5,500 square feet in that Stratford section, which gives us a large price range within the community, starting in the very high 300s to up near $800,000. Lot sizes vary from just under a quarter acre to up over half acre, and there's a fairly large range of time in which the homes were built, beginning in the late 90s and ending around 2012. Now, real quick, let's talk about the amenities, really sweet amenities in Abbington. First and foremost, let's talk about the pool. The pool is amazing. Abbington is one of those neighborhoods that has a swim team, so if you're looking for that, Abbington might be the place for you. They've got the full 6-lane, 25-yard competition pool, and it also features a shallow end as well as a really deep end if you want to practice those dives. The pool also has one of those really cool curly slides for the kids or the adults who like to occasionally act like children. Abbington also has new chairs, new umbrellas and tables, so there's plenty of seating and room to eat. And if you want to do some grilling, they also have an outdoor grilling station. The pool house includes bathrooms and showers, so you can change and get cleaned up there. And just adjacent to the pool, you'll find a couple of tennis courts and pickleball courts, as well as a brand new playground with a little free library. There are sidewalks throughout the community, so it's very pedestrian friendly. And there's also those little dog stations if you want to take your dog for a walk and then clean up that poop. Okay, so there's your overview of Abbington, the location, the amenities, the types of homes in the community. Let's go talk to some neighbors and see how they like it. Okay, so it's time to meet some neighbors in Abbington. We are doing this social distance style, so I'll be behind the camera. They're in front of the camera. This is Brett and Kara. Tell us a little bit about yourselves, how long you've been here. Tell me about your family. Go.
We have been here at this house 11 years. And when we bought the house, we had one kid and I was pregnant with the second one. And in that time, I've had 4 kids. So 3 of the 4 have all grown up and lived in this house and been a part of this neighborhood for 11 years now.
And now you have so many kids, you're doing some construction in the backyard, it sounds like.
The beeping in our backyard with pool and all sorts of other good stuff happening.
That's awesome. Well, your house is beautiful, so I can't wait to see how it comes out. Oh, the beeping has stopped. So tell me 3 things. You've been here 11 years, so you know the community really well. Tell me 3 things you love about living here.
I would say our big number one is the people. We've got a lot of friends here, we have a lot of relationships, and there's just a lot of community feel to Abbington. And I think a lot of neighborhoods can say that, but Abbington just brings it people that like to get involved and like to do things. So we have a 9-kid carpool, so swim team. And
Wow.
I think every sports team can, form some sort of carpool because people are just out doing things. But then within the neighborhood, we also have book clubs and bunco clubs and food trucks that come every week. We have the neighborhood library. The social committee puts on a ton of events throughout the year. So there's just, it's a place you can come and move to and immediately form friendships and relationships because people are just eager to connect with others.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, to put it into perspective, I just think people come out of their houses here and they absolutely, get to know each other. And, it's a big neighborhood. There's 440 something houses in the neighborhood. And obviously we all center around our great pool. So I would say that's probably one of my favorite things about the neighborhood. We've got, 6 competition length swim lanes, a really nice deep end, and shallow end for the little kids and everything. But the swim team here is really a big way that everybody gets together. Actually,
You stole my number 2.
Kara's on the board of the swim team, so I'll let.
We joined swim team the first summer we were here, and that was how we got integrated into the neighborhood and met people and just had people kind of give us all the information we needed to be new North Carolina residents. So I think we've been a part of the swim team since my 13-year-old was 5, and we've been part of it every summer. We've got over 150 swimmers each year, and I think last season over half of them were 8 and under. So that's
Wow.
just also showing you how the neighborhood is turning over, and there's a lot of new families. You walk down the street now and you see more strollers than ever. But our older kids are staying engaged with their peers as well. 3:05 or 3:15 hits for the end of the school day, and it's like ants leaving the ant farm. There's bikes, skateboards, scooters just flying back and forth. Our kids put on their tracking devices and off they go, and they come in for dinner. And so in that sense, it really feels like an old school community where people are just connecting and doing face-to-face interaction.
That's really nice, and sounds like helping each other out too, and really living life together within the community. So that means we've got all the other fun adult things that you do. We've got the swim team, we've got the amenities with the swimming pool. Anything else that you want to share about that you love?
As you were saying, people get out, and I actually think that one of the things that we like the most about this neighborhood is that you can kind of stay within the neighborhood, and I think I've calculated before as a jogger, there's almost 5 miles of sidewalk in the neighborhood that you'll just, we get to know everybody not only by themselves, but their dogs. A lot of people, a lot of dogs, families. It's one of the fun things that, we saw this before COVID, but families walking together, in the neighborhood. It's really something. So you get a chance to see people, in their natural environment. They get to see us here trying to keep my yard in shape and everything. But we also are there's a lot of activity you can do coming out of Abbington. So we have 2 tennis courts, which are nice. I've not used them yet. I'm got to get to that life stage soon. But and pickleball as well as brand new actually. But we have another neighborhood next door called Sweetwater, which adds to that amount of being able to walk around. So I'd say that probably doubles, all the sidewalks. And then in fact, you can actually get all the way to the American Tobacco Trail via sidewalks from our house all the way there. I happen to know it's exactly 2.3 miles, right?
Awesome.
And but there's a nice, Wake County Greenway going in that's going to come in between this neighborhood really and some of the others that heads, substantially east-west, and that's actually going to be connected just again right to the neighborhood, or right around to the Sweetwater portion of the neighborhood. So
Well, that all sounds really awesome. Obviously you've been here 11 years, so you love it, right?
Yes.
What is, if anything, that you could maybe change or enhance within the community? What would that be?
yeah, I'll take
ahead.
this one. So I think that it's such a big neighborhood, right? So and it's broken up into a few sections, and so some of the sections know. I think within each section, people know each other really well, but I think we need to, keep working to bring everybody together. The swim team does a really nice job of that. There's no question. But, for the adults who maybe are in a different stage of life, how do we get everybody connected? And I think bringing the pickleball on board was an interesting approach. But what I hear from people, for the most part, is that they are here for the long term. They intend to stick around. you know, we've known a few folks that have left for the purpose of, you know, maybe bigger, newer homes and some neighborhoods. You know, and we do know that there's been some regret in the loss of the community. So, again, if I could do anything, it would just be, you know, more efforts to bring the community together.
I think one of our shining stars is trick or treat.
That's true.
At least in past years, it is a zoo in a good way, and that is all sections kind of coming together, and you just see kids. The light goes off, and they are sprinting, and our neighbors are setting up cul-de-sac stops where you can go all in one candy binge, and you know, adults are doing their thing. There's golf carts going around, so trick or treat.
It's a rager.
It is.
Doesn't Brett? Don't you play some music during
I have
Halloween?
been known to. Last year was Elton John did about 3 hours of sets. He was really good, I heard. But this year it's going to be a DJ set. But you know, the last thing I think I'd just say we should maybe comment on the location. I think that the location here, right on 64, you know, kind of right where Beaver Creek exists, and then of course you have 540. I mean, technically where I work now is way up in North Hills, but it's still a really nice. I've got a couple good options even to get that far away. Airport for me, I travel a lot, is 13 minutes. Also going south, going west from here, you know, we're able to cut 20 to 30 minutes off the drive that most people consider when they're going, you know, to Ashboro, to the zoo or something like that.
Right, good point. Being a little bit further out, 64. Well, thank you guys so much for being willing to do this little interview with me, and I love your neighborhood.
Thanks.
Maybe I'll have to move here.
Come join us.
And that concludes our video tour of Abbington. If you have any questions about Abbington or anything else real estate related, feel free to email me at RaleighRealtyMom@gmail.com. Otherwise, I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.